If you've watched Spider-Man, you've heard the saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And I think with great influence also comes with great responsibility. So a few months ago that we have Be the Match. Be the Match is the world leader, global leader for bone marrow transplantation. What we're gonna do is interesting. We're actually going virtually. I'm gonna bring the donor and also the family recipient together virtually, because they'll kind of meet virtually for the first time, right? We want to be able to capture that on video, share the stories. I mean, I think that would be very impactful, right? I think that's very good to meet for the first time. Are you nervous? A little bit?
Yeah.
Happy? Excited? You know, it's interesting. I interview so many people. I'm a little bit more nervous about doing this for the first time because it's such an important cause. As a mom, of course, it is extremely difficult. What was going through your mind back then?
So my first feeling when the doctor walked into the office, just by looking at her face, the same as Xiang said, I know it's bad. So when the word leukemia came out of her mouth, I was just dropped down, sitting on the seat. I guess I cried and I was at a loss. But because of his situation is very urgent, so the pediatrician said we need to go to the ER right away. He almost didn't make it. I don't know, at the whole time I was just a little bit lost, I don't know what happened until when I called my mom in China and called my friend in China, and I spoke to them. I said, Jerry had leukemia. Once I heard the word leukemia from my voice, then I suddenly realized it was really true. So I started to cry really badly. So that was first when we heard his diagnosis. And then just everything moved very, very fast because this type of leukemia is very, very aggressive. And his type, he had this FLT3 mutation together with this high white blood count, which is put him to a very high risk. So a bone marrow transplant is the only chance for him to get cured.
When your family from China heard about the news, I'm sure it was also very difficult for the family as well. Were they shocked? Were they at kind of disbelief that they couldn't? I think it may be even surreal for them as well.
Yeah, my mom was, also cried, and then he just, the whole family was speechless for a while. But because they were in China back then, we didn't have a lot of real-time interaction, and everything on our side is going very fast. And this is our first time with the, this kind of thing. We didn't know. We just follow whatever doctor told us to do. So yeah, at first we were told that it's okay, it's curable, leukemia, it's 80% curable. But then later after the biopsy, we knew that it's AML, myeloid leukemia, which is a lot harder to cure. And then further, after, they do the genetic testing and they found out there is this FLT3 mutation, which is an indicator for even a poor, prognosis. So everything just going bad and worse, and so we just stayed in hospital for months, I think, and trying to process this, but it's just moving very fast, and we don't even know how to search for a donor. How where to search. The hospital and the social worker, they took care of that. But we were really relieved that they found a 10-10 match, which is a perfect match. And the donor, we heard the donor was willing to go further. So.
When you first heard about the news of there may be a potential donor that's a perfect match, what was going through your mind then? Do you see now finally maybe a glimpse of hope? But also maybe uncertainty. We don't know. There's a perfect match, but how does a donor feel about it? Would they be donating? As a parent, again, how did you feel back then?
So it's wondering the value of death for few weeks, few months, for the first time, you saw a shine of a ray, like a hope, like finally something is getting right finally. So that's really like the only hope out of like 100 days of desperation. So yeah, we cannot describe how precious it was to us in the time of no hope at all.
And this is the first time you are virtually meeting the donor, right? How do you feel about meeting her for the first time, the person who not only changes Jerry's life, but really saves his life? Like, how do you feel about meeting her for the first time?
I'm excited for sure. I'm also a little nervous. I want to say thank you to her, but I just feel no words can express my gratitude enough, because she is the person who gave Jerry a second chance to live. And she is the reason why Jerry is still here today. So I don't know what, other than thank you, I don't know what to say to show my gratitude. But I really admire her generosity. I think she must be a very loving woman.
She is. So are you ready to meet her?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll jump in the room and then I'll bring you guys together in just like less than 10 seconds.
Hi.
Hi, Rugo.
Jerry, say hi.
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 Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Yes, too. You look so beautiful. As beautiful as the picture 4 years ago.
Oh, thank you. So do you. Oh, you guys look the same from the photos.
Thank you. I'm really excited. We are very, very excited to finally see you and talk to you in person.
Thank you. Me too. Oh, it's so good to see you. And Jerry, you're how old now? Are you 11?
12.
12. Oh, okay.
How are you guys feeling now?
It's like seeing family.
Yeah, really
finally.
like she has the same more matching than our parents matching our son. So it's like a twins.
I know, that's so interesting. You guys are from Shanghai originally, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
And my family's Japanese, but there's something in common there.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, you mentioned that your father has a Chinese origin.
My father. No, I don't know if my parents do.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I do think it's really a miracle because usually I heard the stem cell match is like for people in the same region, same ethnical background. So
yeah, that's great. And so here we are in the United States, both of us.
Right. And I already said to DanLok, but I just still want to just express our gratitude towards you and just want to say thank you in person. I know a thank you is just far from enough, because you saved our son's life. But I still want to say thank you, and I say that I really admire your generosity. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
You are our family's hero.
Oh, stop. Thank you so much for saying that. I don't feel that way at all, but I appreciate it. I honestly feel like it was such a small part that I could do. And I hope that little, gesture was able to give Jerry some hope and, better outcomes for health. I think it was really easy for me to do. And I don't feel like a hero. I honestly think that everyone should do this. So I really hope that, health is just the most important thing for all of us, and it enables us to live a really good life. So I hope that, every day he gets better, and same to Lillian too.
Yeah. Thank you. We are hoping for the same miracle for Lillian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you donate your stem cells, but it's not just, like some common gift or donation. It's just a gift of life. How is your family, by the way?
My family is doing good. We are all growing up and pretty happy overall. And
you have 3 kids, right? 3 kids.
3 kids, yes. I have a 15-year-old, another 2 15-year-olds, boy-girl twins, and then a 11-year-old. So my youngest was the same age as Jerry.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's doing good.
That's good to know. And please say hi to them.
I will. Thank you. Yeah, I actually had to ask them to leave the house so that they wouldn't be noisy today.
Yeah. My little one is outside playing some iPad, so she might step in. I don't know.
Oh, I saw the video on your website of her in the news telling the joke, and that was really sweet. I really want to meet all of you in person, and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I hope someday maybe Lillian can be having the transplant and get cured. We can all stabilize. Yeah, we can definitely arrange for meeting. You live in Missouri? Is it Missouri?
I live in Missouri, yeah. And so we can take a road trip.
Restaurants here.
Hey, you're in Houston, right?
Yeah, we live in Houston.
Houston, yeah. We can take a road trip down there.
Yeah, not too far, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it would be very incredible if both family, when the pandemic is over, that get together. I think it would be an incredible moment. And I can see the connection, even it feels like you guys have not ever met, but I do see a connection because of, for both, right? What you've gone through together, right? As a dad for Jerry, anything you want to share with Rico?
Yeah, as I was telling Dan, on the night of transplant, and Jerry was lying on the bed because really the bone marrow donations transfusion, almost like a blood transfusion. So I was watching those the really red droplet of blood, which is stem cells, passing through the tube into his body, and that was really the last defending line and the last hope I can have, and I feel so grateful. And I was wondering, some life behind this one is saving the life in front of me, and this life is kind of the core of my own life. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That's such I can't even imagine as a parent going through all that, and that's really what motivated me as well as a parent, to be able to help in that way. I felt a lot of responsibility once I found out that I was a match. I wanted to make sure that I was healthy, I didn't get sick, I didn't get in a car accident all the way to the surgery date, because I was like, I have to do this. I knew that Jerry was going through a lot of chemo and preparing his body. And so I kind of, in a way, I felt like it wasn't my body. It was something that I was carrying that was supposed to be for somebody else.
That's really very touching to hear you say that. For someone who is haven't even met Jerry, to feel that obligation. Yeah. So we appreciate it.
Well, no one, and especially children, I have a soft place in my heart for children and sick children, especially. And that's, if I had a superhero power, that would really be it, is to find a cure for all children's illnesses.
Yeah. That's why you are called donor hero.
Donor hero. You are, Rico. You are. For anyone who's watching this from Jerry's family, Rico, from you, what would you say to others who are maybe on the fence, they're thinking about joining the registry? What would you say to them?
I would ask everyone who is eligible over the age of 18 to really consider joining the registry. To me, it feels like a rite of passage. Sort of like you turn 18, you're ready to vote. There are certain things that you can do. When you get your driver's license, some people choose to check that box that says, I donate my organs. It should be something that is part of our everyday language. And the small difference, the small act that you can do is going to be such a huge difference to somebody else's life. And there is really no inconvenience in the donation process, and there's a lot of myths. And so be open to learning, ask a lot of questions. And I think that once you find out about the potential outcomes, it will really be a no-brainer for you to want to donate bone marrow. So I really hope that as a mother, as a daughter, a wife, and also a biracial person, for my children, I really hope that more people get on the registry.
And Jerry family, especially for, let's say, for a lot of, I think Asians, they have this fear about, oh, I don't want to go to the hospital. It's not lucky to go to the hospitals. Right? There are a lot of these ideas. Like, what would you say to any family, right? Any potential donors about joining the registry?
First of all, I would say it's very kind of Ruko to say that it's like a small inconvenience for the donor. I would say, no matter how small or big the process, how complicated the process is, you are doing it for somebody else. So it's really a very generous thing to do in the first place. And then on the other side, when you are giving your stem cells, you are not just giving like a donation or a gift. It's just a gift of life. You're giving a person a second chance to live, to survive. And by doing that, you are also giving hope to an entire family, to parents, to daughters, children, spouse. It's because that's someone, the patient could be someone, is deeply loved by the whole family. So you, when you do that, you are actually giving hope to the whole family.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to tell all those families with the cancer kids, like, keep the faith and keep up. And no hope is too difficult to hold, because you never know when the miracle will happen. So you got to keep up. So in this case, we never know, like, we would find a donor from unrelated perspective, like we thought we can find one from our relatives, from ourselves. So really, keep up, and there will be some miracle and some hero to save you. So yeah, the superhero can be true. Keep up.
Yeah, I also just want to add that, because you mentioned the Asian community maybe more fear about hospital. So I think like Ruko said, the way to get rid of the fear, or is to learn more. You can ask more questions. Go on to beatmatch.org's website to find out what the donation process is, what the risks are. When you learn all those knowledge, hopefully you can make a more informed decision. And then your fear would not be that great.
Yes.
You just want to spend 1 minute. So on donorforlillian.com, our website, we had this survey, about 1,000 people, he took a survey, and the average score is 4.7 out of 10. So for example, there's one question, do you think the bone marrow donation is a surgery? Most people thought it is, but actually 80% is something like a stem cell blood transfusion.
Dialysis.
Yeah. So, but still 20% you need to draw from the hip bone. So I don't know how Ruko did it, but we appreciate it so much. But really, some life is waiting for your generosity and your bravery. And thank you so much, and thank you, Ruko, so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. And some love for Be the Match. Some love, Be the Match. Some love for Jerry as well.
Be the Match.
Be the Match. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Thank you.
Just soon.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, this is Dan Lok. We're looking to invest $10 million in 100 tech startups in the next 3 years. You could be one of them. If you are a founder of a tech startup, if you are looking for financial capital, guidance, and mentorship, go to www.danlokventures.com to see if you qualify.